And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Lands the jab. Nope, that jab not going to score. It's bombs away. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on that fight stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Straight right just misses. Looking to land the hook. Unlucky to miss with that jab. That jab doesn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking...
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Couldn't land that jab. That uppercut doesn't land. Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook scores. And he misses with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Marquez in that last round. That bell could not... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he fails to score with that left hook. flying counter shot. Insane action. Throws the jab but does not score. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Well done with that counter shot. No rest for the weary. There's a counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. He is down big time on the score. Back at it in round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter shot. Do you believe what we are seeing? Nope, that hook won't score. He threw a punch and just got countered. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the back into the fray here in round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. It's some real trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. Does well to block that left jab. He got out of the way of that right hook. Misses with the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Needs a knockout with...
This is the beginning of round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Nice exchanges from both men in the... I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the... 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
So they'll make it up and this fight continues.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Did you see that? And now going for the finish. And Marquez goes down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Talk about Khan in that last round. And there's the bell for round 7. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice counter. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter shot. Nope, that hook won't score. Both men step back for just a moment. What's the referee thinking right now? And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
Even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter. And we enter the 8th round. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely.